Hey everyone, we are back and today we are on day 26 as we continue our journey through Beyond the Waters, and we're going to talk about God's faithfulness today. He is faithful when others are not. This has been lived out in my life, and I'm here to encourage you today that even through the disappointments of other people letting you down or not following through on the things that they said they were going to follow through that affects your life, God is still there and God is always faithful. So our nugget for today is 2 of the Lord's characteristics that are great to lean on during hard times are His faithfulness and His ability to follow through. I just love that because, I'm sure that I've let people down and I've been let down by other people as well and proven not to be faithful. And it's a tough thing to walk through when you believe that something is going to be faithful and then it turns out not to be. Or people say things and they don't follow through. But you know who does? God does. God is always faithful and God always follows through on His promises. That's why you can stand on them. Yeah, maybe somebody else promised you something or maybe something didn't work out in your life, but guess who follows through on their promises? God does. And it just should encourage you, it should build your relationship, and it should help you understand how much that He loves you because you can rely on them. And so what I want to make sure that's not happening is when somebody in your life is not faithful or maybe they don't follow through on the promises that they've made to you, don't in turn that and think God's not faithful or God's not true to His promises, because man has free will, but God will never return His word void. And so the rest of the nugget for today is, with this in mind, relax in knowing He's got you in the palm of His hand. Don't be discouraged by those who don't display these characteristics in their life. Keep your eyes fixed. Don't let the shortcomings of others influence you to change your perception of God's reliability. God's reliable, even when people are not. You know what? I think sometimes we put unrealistic expectation on other human beings, and we've all have fallen short and we've all let people down, and sometimes we put too much emphasis on that and not enough emphasis on the Father. The Father is reliable. He's always going to be there. He's always going to follow through, and He's always going to come through on His end of the bargain. So trust Him and keep your focus fixed on Him. Your scripture for today is from 1 Thessalonians 5:24 in the NIV. I want you to meditate on this to really encourage yourself. It says, "The one who calls you is faithful, and He will do it." And so if there's been times in your life where you've been disappointed and you remind yourself of those disappointments, I want you to pull that thought down and say, you know what? I forgive them. I forgive her. I forgive him. But God is faithful and He will do all the things that He's promised me that He'll do. So you know what? You have a pretty bright future ahead of you. Keep going.